We call to order the zoning board of the city of Easthampton. Today is Wednesday, June 26th. A couple administrative items real quick in case there's other people that want to show up and discuss during public hearing. Approval of the minutes from the May 1st and May 22nd meeting.
I move we, May 22nd, we don't have those, I have May 1st.
That's simple enough.
We only had one meeting.
No,
I
Don't have two.
those were when they came back.
drafted 2 sets. Do you want to,
Well, we
Oh,
can...
because I looked.
Linda, do you want to look at this?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they were sent out.
Oh, yes, okay. I move we approve the minutes of May 1st and May 22nd.
Okay. Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Sorry, who seconded?
Tony seconded.
Thank you.
Okay. Correspondence or requests for comment from other boards, committees, etc.?
There was a email that was sent out,
Yes.
request for comments. Other than that, there's been nothing.
Okay.
So,
There's no one here other than the applicant to speak for public speak time. So at this point, we can open the hearing. Ellen Heffernan, did I pronounce that right? All right. Seeking a special permit and/or variance to modify a pre-existing non-conforming structure in accordance with section 11.12 and 13.1 of the Easthampton zoning ordinance. Subject property is located at 5-7 Chapman Ave and is zoned downtown business and residential urban. There we go. So it looks like you want to build a garage on your neighboring property that you own.
The planning board gave us permission to combine
Correct.
7, which was the empty lot, and 5, which is the Victorian.
Mhm.
And so we're going to put the garage on 7, and we're looking for a special permit to put a covered walkway between the end of the garage and the kitchen door.
So it's basically an addition to your house. Even though you call it a covered walkway, it's an addition, an attached garage with not a breezeway, but a walkway, right?
Yeah. So the concern, I think, would then be the rear yard setback
Right.
of that structure.
And there's an existing one.
There's a shed.
There's an
Big
existing
old
shed right there, so the nonconformity is actually getting less.
Because she's moving it further from the property line.
So that's- Okay. And you're going to put a gate that, so the neighbor uses your property?
There's an easement that came with the with 7
Okay.
Chapman for 9. And the deal with the easement is that 7 provides the easement and 9 maintains it, but honestly, it was a mess. So we don't need 2 driveways. So I'm just gonna pave the easement so that they can go to 9 and I can come into 7 and to get rid of the other driveway and
Okay.
make it nice.
So your garage doors are going to be in the back side of the garage?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
I really like the plan.
Yeah.
Sig did a nice job of it. Okay. And, I mean, and if anything, the rear of the house is technically over in your neighbor's property. So your addition is not going to be as non-conforming as that. So if we go with a special permit, 11-12, right? No, keeping it farming rules. Right. Yeah. So 11.12 is pre-existing non-conforming single or two-family residentials. And existing alterations or changes, so non-conforming single-family residential structures may be extended, altered, or structurally changed upon the determination of the building commissioner that the proposed changes comply with all required setback yard and flood area. Okay, and if not, then you need to come to the ZBA, which is why you're here. And in typical, what we've typically done is that as long as the impact of the nonconformity does not increase the nonconformity, which it does not, it actually improves the nonconformity on where it can, we then issue a special permit for that. So that is where we are. Am I correct in all of that, Jamie?
So if
Okay.
you want to, I don't know if there's any more discussion, but when you're ready to make findings, if you start with 11.12.
A, B, and C.
Yep.
You got it.
And then,
Do we have to run through the checklist as well?
I don't think so.
I don't
because-
think we do.
This doesn't impact water, sewer, traffic, drainage.
I mean, you could just find that it doesn't, like Linda just said, it doesn't impact it.
It doesn't impact the
But if you just state it,
the
then-
non-conforming checklist.
It's a residential addition to a residential house.
Agreed. It's not a special permit project. Okay. And that is, I just want to find the right section so when we comment on it. Do you have that tabbed? You're so smart. Look at you. I think you were a lawyer or something.
He's an attorney. So,
I think this was previously tagged by Mag,
Oh, you're
but I kept
cheating.
the tag.
Okay, okay. So, yeah. Okay, site plan approval criteria for approval.
No.
Okay.
12.79.
That's, oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I went too far. Pages are still, there we go. Okay, so is there any other questions, concerns, discussion, that anything people would like to say?
no, I think this decreases the nonconformity, and it's gonna, the work she's doing on the house improves the neighborhood.
Are you going to improve the lot in front of the proposed garage, or are you going to leave that?
From the
au naturel?
garage to Chapman, there'll be gardens all along the sidewalk, and then it'll be grass, and we're gonna put in some pretty birch trees, I think, and then I eventually might make a little Japanese garden.
Nice.
This could improve the neighborhood.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Thoughts, concerns? Okay, we will close the public hearing at this point. Is there anyone interested in, let's review the nonconformity. We've already covered 11.12A. 11.12B, if the ZBA finds that the proposed changes would not significantly intensify any existing nonconformities or create any new nonconformities, and that the proposed changes would not cause the structure to become substantially more detrimental than the existing nonconforming structure to the neighborhood, it shall grant a special permit for the proposed changes.
So I make a motion, we grant a special permit for Ellen Heffernan to add on to her house at 57 Chapman Street as shown on the plans dated,
Yeah, good luck.
they don't have a date.
4/2/2019.
Thank you, 4/2/2019.
4/2/2019. Okay. And so, second?
I'll second it.
Okay, just while we have that, we'll do a quick discussion. We've covered 11.12 in reviewing 12.7.9 special permit criteria for approval. We find that none of the criteria there will be affected by this change to the use and nonconformity of the lot. Getting cringed over there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
It typically takes a couple days to write this up. There's a holiday next week, so it may or may not be done next week, at which point it'll be signed off and sent to the city clerk. The city clerk will then stamp it. There's then a 20-day appeal period where public notice is put out that there's a change to your lot, and if anyone so desires can appeal that. At that point, you will be notified, and you can go and take it to the Registry of Deeds, where it is then part of the deed to allow. You may, at your own risk, proceed once the decision has been made, but understand that there is a 20-day appeal period, and you will not be granted a building permit until that appeal period is finished and it is stamped.
So we can't get a building permit for the garage part while we wait for the walkway part?
You can, the garage, yes.
The garage is
Yeah, I'm
conforming
good with the
to the ordinance. It's just the work,
Just the walk-
it's
just
just
the
the work that's
walkway.
related to this.
And it really depends on, because if you do that, you're technically going to have to pull 2 building permits, which you may not want to do. Just,
Yeah, but also
but you can
talk-
also talk to the building inspector, explain what's
yeah,
going
talk
on.
to- Talk to the building commissioner,
Yeah.
and he'll
Yeah.
give you, he does have some,
He has some leeway.
Flexibility.
If he knows you've come to us already and seen that,
yeah.
it's been approved, he may
Okay,
go forward.
otherwise we would need 2 permits.
Otherwise, you would need 2 permits, one for the garage and one for the addition, for that walkway.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes he allows people to pull permit and then add on to it at a
Yeah.
at a later point in time.
That is an option as well.
So
So,
there are many ways.
okay. Any questions? Thoughts, concerns? Good deal.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Looks beautiful.
We're getting there.
Our next meeting is going to be the 4th Wednesday of the month. But there,
Do you want me to close this?
No,
I have a question.
Yeah, the next meeting is going to be August 14th.
yes.
It's the outside of the meeting schedule that's typical.
We've all confirmed that it's on our calendars to make the date, as they say. It is. On mine. August 14th? Tony's like, yeah, sure. All right. I mean, a notification has been given to all.
It's been on the website. There will be a couple of applications, probably, because there've been some people who come in and pulled out taken forms.
Okay.
So
All right.
we'll see if they submit. But,
Sounds good.
I'll be in touch. The submission date is July 24th, so I'll be
the
in
whole
touch
month.
somewhere around then if nothing gets submitted.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Sounds good. Motion, anything else?
No.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second, all right. All in favor?
Aye.